Okay, we are back with the final version of Mardu 8-Bob Aggro before standard rotates. What is 8-Bob Aggro? Well, we have 8 Bobs to get us lots of cards, so Dark Confidant and Dark Star Augur, and then we just draw a bunch of removal and aggressive creatures, and then we win the game. So our curve, we have at the 1 slot Burst Lightning, knock something out for 2. Late game it can also deal 4 for 5 mana. We have Iridescent Vine Lasher, turns your lands into damage as well. It also has Offspring, and it also blocks pretty well. We have in the 2 spot removal of Lightning Helix, damage for 3, gain 3, get lost for creatures, enchantments, or planeswalkers. Then we have Heart Flame Hero Duelist. It is a 3/1 that comes down on turn 2 against control, or it can double duty and deal 3 damage to any target, and then come down giving all of your sorceries and instants lifelink, so your Helix gains you 6 life, not terrible. Burst Lightning gains you life as well. We also have Reluctant Role Model, a 2/2 for 2 that can get bigger or get counters and give those counters to other things. We mentioned Dark Star Augur also has flying, so it can help draw you cards and get in damage on top of getting you cards. Yeah. We're main decking the 4 Screaming Nemesis now, so no surprise, the best card in Standard, that's red. One of the best red cards ever printed. Hasty 3 damage, blocks really well, and your opponents can no longer gain life if the bonus is activated. We will be missing at the rotation Loran of the Third Path, but 2/1 Vigilance for 3. Each player draws a card, so you can draw more burn spells to burn out your opponent, and it can destroy many targets that are artifacts or enchantments, such as Overlords or you name it. We're also rocking 2 Inevitable Defeat. This fantastic crap rare can't be countered. It exiles a non-land permanent and also drains 3 life and gives you 3 life. Also, our mana base, we have a sufficient amount of manlands, so 3 Restless Vents, which also has Menace and also helps draw you more cards. We also have 3 Restless Bivouac, which animates and becomes a 3/3 or can help distribute counters among your creatures. Not terrible. Since we're playing 3 colors, we get to benefit from starting town and standard again. And then we also are splitting between our fast lands, so 1 Concealed Courtyard and 3 Caves of Koilos. And then we have 3 Black Cleave Cliffs and 3 Inspiring Vantage, and 1 of each basic. In the sideboard, we have Rest in Peace, because graveyard decks have a tough time winning against that without removing it. We also have Split Up, which will also help get rid of really big boards that are scary, and also can save your creatures if they're tapped, such as flying attackers or a Screaming Nemesis or other attackers. We have Cruel Claw's Heist, another way to just take your opponent's best card after you put down some threats turns 1, 2, and 3. You can take their 4-drop or 5-drop and leave them with garbage, or take the removal spell so that their creatures that they play will be killed. We also have Unstoppable Slasher, which is for those grindy decks. Beats on the ground. It has Death Touch and comes back for more. Also against control decks, it can threaten to drain half their life, which would be nice. We also have Boros Charm. Lots of modes can deal 4 damage to players or planeswalkers, so some extra reach. Give something permanent you control indestructible until end of turn, so take that board wipe. And then also give a creature double strike until end of turn. And I see that we have an error in this deck list, so the last card is High Noon. And what does High Noon do? Well, let me tell you if you don't already know. Doot, doot, doot. So High Noon makes the game slow down because players can only cast 1 spell per turn, but you have instants, so you don't care. And also it can shoot 5 damage to any target, so it can put the lights out pretty quick once your opponent gets in range. So there you have it. High Noon, I mean Mardu 8 Bob aggro. Once this deck rotates, you can try it again with your build. I know I will. Yeah, I'm gonna keep talking until I turn this off. Thanks for watching.